Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. Just got back home and was nice to see the Razer Edge 5G showed up, and we are going to unbox this gaming handheld device that runs Android. Now the Razer Edge has the Qualcomm Snapdragon G3X chipset and also 5G connectivity through Verizon. Having 5G just makes total sense with a gaming handheld because you're going to be playing games on the go. You're not going to always have access to Wi-Fi. Anyways, let's dive into the unboxing. We'll take a quick look what comes inside the box, and then of course, get some hands-on with the Razer Edge 5G, play some games, give some thoughts. Let's get started. Here is the Edge 5G from Razer. I want to make a note that this display will actually detach from the controller. This is the Razer Kishi V2 Pro, which does have haptic feedback on it. Also, want to make note of just some other random information on the box. You can pause and read it if you'd like to. Opening the box right away, we have our Razer Edge 5G. So here it is. This is the display, the actual device. This is a 144 hertz display, by the way. We're going to set it to the side, keep the suspense alive, continue through. Taking this booklet out and opening it up reveals, first of all, some stickers. That's nice. Some Razer stickers if you're interested. Safety information. And if you need it, a getting started guide, all the info on the Edge 5G. Next in the box is that Razer Kishi V2 Pro controller. It does expand, as you can see. It's actually a fairly premium opening and sliding this. It's really smooth, feels really good. It does have haptic feedback and compatible games. We'll take a closer look at it in just a second. Want to finish off our unboxing because it does come with a brick and a cable. Charging brick has Razer's logo on it, uses USB Type-C, and is 45 watts of charging for your device, and USB Type-C to Type-C cable. Says Razer on it. Okay, on to what you came to see. Let's take the device out of the plastic and power it on. The power button is right up here next to the volume rockers. While it boots up, we're going to take a closer look at the hardware of this and then get it attached to our controller. We're going to start with the back of the device. There's the Razer logo and some ventilation because this is actively cooled. There is a fan installed to help with temperature control. Along the left side, there is one of our speakers, and you're probably asking, isn't the controller going to block the speaker? Just wait. Hang on just a second. You'll see the mechanism in just a second. Up towards the top, you've got your volume rockers, power button. You have a microphone. Along the right side is another speaker and our USB Type-C port for charging and connecting to our controller. And then down at the bottom, another microphone. And depending on which model, they do have a Wi-Fi model, so you don't just have to get the 5G model, a SIM card slot, and an SD card slot, so it supports external storage. I thought the slot looked a little small and gave it a poke, and it's just the micro SD card slot. It actually uses eSIM, the device, so it doesn't have a physical SIM. Quick look at the front. You do have a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Let's grab our controller. You have some nice soft touch grip here so that it doesn't rub up against your Edge 5G, and also makes it easier to attach. So what I'd recommend doing is just giving it a little push, and then once it's all the way out, just go ahead and attach it via USB Type-C. You can kind of slide it, line it up how you'd like to. So that's actually really simple, very ergonomic overall, and then to detach it, you could just kind of pull it off, and there you have it. So I think you'll get really good at this over time too, as you use it more and more. On to our sponsor. Big thanks to Harry's for sponsoring this video. Harry's is a convenient way to shave. They deliver razor refills directly to your door. This includes fair price razors for everyone at no outrageous price tags. Not only that, the blades are high quality as well. They even have a quality guarantee with 100% money back if you're not happy. I have a starter set, and inside you get a 5-blade razor cartridge, a weighted textured handle, which is comfortable to hold and also made of 50% recycled plastic. You also get a travel blade cover and shave cream with aloe. The shave I get with this razor is excellent and definitely worth checking out yourself. Harry's even gives 1% of global sales to nonprofit organizations. There we go. That's much... Wait, forgot something. There we go. So much better. The shave brought to you by Harry's. Click the link down below and get a Harry's trial set for just $5. That's a $13 value for just $5. I promised a closer look at the controller. So you do have your joystick, a D-pad, some buttons, and here is the slot for the speakers. It'll just point the sound towards you. So that's actually really nice. So it's not even going sideways when you have the controller attached. The sound will actually go towards you. Another joystick, A, B, Y, X buttons. And up at the top, you've got a couple triggers, R1, R2, and then an M2 button. Same on the left side. Along the back of the controller, you have some texture, so it's easier to grip and hold on to. I also want to point out the haptics makes it different. So you have a USB Type-C port here, but also what's new is the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So you get haptics and a headphone jack in this new V2 Pro controller. Okay, let's run through the setup process. I'll talk about anything that's noteworthy. You want to point out this is a full touchscreen. This is essentially a tablet. I'm just going to kind of call this a tablet that will attach to the included controller because that's pretty much what it is. Oh, and wait, please wait while we prepare your tablet. Even says it right there. All right, we are all set up and ready to go. Sign into my account so I can download some apps, play some games. First of all, like I mentioned, this is a tablet, so you can just use it like a touchscreen. It's just like you would have an Android tablet. Swipe up, get to your apps, all that good stuff. You are on your home screen here. You can, browse the web, watch videos, so you don't just have to game on this tablet. I'd also like to bring up this icon right here because this is Razer Nexus and essentially brings up an overlay on top, and it's made more for your cloud gaming experience, more for a controller experience. So let's actually get that controller experience going. Plug it on in. I'm already getting pretty good at it. I even have a camera in front of me and I'm able to do it on one try. But anyways, as you can tell, it's much easier to just navigate through this menu with our controller attached. You've got your Epic Games, GeForce Now, which I'll probably be using. You have Xbox Game Pass, Steam Link. You can press this icon, just brings you back to that home screen. And again, you have full access to the Play Store, the Google Assistant as well. So jumping into that Play Store, just download any of your apps. You can, play any sort of touchscreen app that you'd like to. And just for fun, let's run a quick speed test. And we are on Verizon's 5G network. You'll see here getting, looks like over 140 megabits per second download. Definitely fast enough to do some gaming on. And then when it comes to upload speeds, pushing over 10 megabits per second. So again, more than fast enough for that cloud gaming experience. That's good to see, and I'm inside in my apartment. Your results are going to vary, obviously, depending on where you're located. Now, this is a 6.8-inch 1080p AMOLED display at 144 hertz, and I can already tell it's enabled out of the box just because of how smooth all of these animations have been. Jumping into settings, scrolling down to display, it looks like the refresh rate is set at 120 hertz out of the box. If you'd like to crank it up all the way to 144 hertz, it will of course increase battery usage, but I think it's worth it for just the even smoother experience. You can bump it down to 60 hertz if you want to save some battery life. Anyways, let's get into some gaming. So I'm going to sign into one of these accounts and try out some gaming. So signed into GeForce Now. Within settings, I checked play using mobile data, and then in stream quality, you can set it all the way up to 120 frames a second now if you do have a GeForce Now Ultimate account. All right, let's get into it. I am going to start off with one of my favorite games, Rocket League. And again, keep in mind, this is over Verizon's 5G network and cloud gaming. So this is actually pretty exciting. So far, so good. Obviously, this is just an initial result, but let's play a little bit. Man, I'm actually really impressed so far with how this is going. It seems very smooth. The controller is very comfortable to hold, and the graphics are great. Frame rates are looking good as well. I'm impressed with the frames. Oh man, come on, I'm on a boost. Oh no, he saves it. Dang it. All right, I'm impressed. So this has been going well. I really haven't noticed, any frame drops really. Everything's been smooth, all on 5G. I'm not connected. I didn't even input my Wi-Fi login credentials. So this is pretty exciting. Being able to play with these higher frames, at, low latency with the cloud gaming. It feels very responsive. All right, so now that we're done with that, that was GeForce Now. Let's try out a game with Xbox Cloud Gaming. So swapping was very quick doing that, actually, going to GeForce, or between GeForce Now and the cloud gaming. I can resume this. Is it going to reconnect? Okay, so it disconnects, obviously, if you switch apps. That's absolutely normal and expected. And then going back into Xbox Cloud Gaming, you'll notice performance has been very snappy. Just the motion is very smooth with that 144 hertz display. Now I'm going to resist the urge to play GoldenEye 007, and we just played a car game, so let's actually try, let's just do Fortnite. Let's load that up. Worth noting, typing with the controller attached is fairly uncomfortable in landscape mode, and out of the box, I noticed that auto rotate was off. So it might be worth turning that on to just for typing purposes, so that if you do rotate while you have a keyboard up, it will be much easier to type. Before we dive into it, just want to make a note that the fans are on. I can hear them. They're not really crazy loud. I don't even know if my mic will pick it up, so it's not like it's anything too crazy. All right, so just floating in Fortnite. Again, keep in mind, this is over Verizon's 5G network. Over cloud gaming. I want to make a couple notes. First of all, these devices do have Wi-Fi 6E in case you do want to actually use Wi-Fi. Also, want to note that the RAM is different depending on if you get the Wi-Fi variant or the... All right. Sorry, got a little distracted, wanted to test that out, but the RAM is different. So the 5G variant has 8 gigs of RAM, and the Wi-Fi only variant has 6 gigs of RAM. So a little bit of a difference there. Otherwise, 5G connectivity is just about the only difference. So anyways, that's just about everything I want to talk about for now with the Razer Edge 5G. You can take screenshots, have to allow it permission, of course, start recording or casting. So you can cast and record your gameplay as well. Almost forgot, let's check out that front-facing camera very quickly. Going into the camera app, there's a ton of light, so I really don't expect this to be crazy good by any means. At 5 megapixel, I mean, don't expect a lot of detail, but it is great because it is a tablet, and you might be, taking some calls. It's really not that big of a deal if you're on, some sort of Google Duo or any other face calling. So it's nice that it's there. You can even record yourself and shoots 1080p video. Anyways, that's it for me on this new Android tablet. I hope you enjoyed the video. A lot more content coming soon, so be sure to click that subscribe button. Appreciate you being here. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for watching.